here's the shocking truth that will have rugby fans divided. Rassie Erasmus just made the boldest captaincy gamble in recent Springboks history, and it could either be pure genius or a spectacular disaster waiting to happen. Siya Kolisi will lead South Africa from the unfamiliar territory of number 8 when the world champions clash with Australia at Ellis Park this Saturday at 4:10 p.m. Irish time. This marks the first occasion the inspirational skipper has worn the number 8 jersey while captaining his country, a move that's already raising eyebrows among rugby purists who question whether you can effectively lead from the back of the scrum. But here's where it gets controversial. Erasmus isn't just experimenting with his captain's position. The entire team selection screams one message. The Springboks are abandoning their traditional forward-dominated, territory-based game plan for a more expansive ball-in-hand approach that could either revolutionize their play or backfire spectacularly against a desperate Australian side. Manie Libbok gets the crucial fly-half nod, forming a potentially explosive partnership with scrum half Grant Williams. The backline setup tells the real story of South Africa's tactical shift. Esterhuizen brings his bulldozing power to inside center, while the lightning-quick Jesse Kriel occupies the outside center berth. The back three features the dynamic Apelele Fassi at fullback, supported by speedsters Kurtley Arendse and Edwill van der Merwe on the wings. Kolisi's positional switch isn't completely out of left field. He's been honing his number 8 skills during the recent United Rugby Championship season with the Sharks. But leading a team while adapting to new positional responsibilities against a wounded Australian team desperate for their first-ever Ellis Park victory? That's pressure of the highest order. Flanking him will be the industrious Marco van Staden and the versatile Pieter-Steph du Toit, creating what could be the most mobile loose trio in world rugby. The engine room features the battle-hardened combination of veterans Eben Etzebeth and Lude de Jager, 2 players who've seen it all and know exactly what it takes to dominate Australian forwards. Up front, the explosive Malcolm Marx anchors the front row between the experienced Ox Nche and Wilco Low, forming a scrum that's built for both power and mobility. And this is the part most people miss. Erasmus has deliberately delayed his team announcement until Monday and chosen a 5-3 bench split favoring forwards, both clear signals that this Springbok side is planning to take the game to Australia in a way we haven't seen before. We've been experimenting with player combinations during the July internationals and at our conditioning camp over the past 2 weeks, and we believe this team will allow us to play the type of rugby we want to play against Australia, Erasmus explained, though his words barely hint at the tactical revolution he's potentially unleashing. The coach's confidence in his new-look side is evident. All of the starters except for Edwill have faced them before, and we are confident that he's ready for this challenge. Van der Merwe becomes the wild card in this high-stakes poker game, bringing fresh legs and an unknown quantity that could either exploit Australian defensive patterns or crumble under the pressure of his debut against the Wallabies. Notably absent from the squad are centre Damien Dialende, who's nursing an injury, and the electrifying Cheslin Kolbe, who was held back as a precautionary measure despite returning to training. These omissions raise their own questions. Is Erasmus being overly cautious, or does he know something we don't about the long-term fitness of these crucial players? The bench reveals Erasmus's tactical thinking. Scrum half Cobus Reinach, the versatile Canon Moody who can cover wing or center, and utility back Damian Willemse provide the 3 backline options. This selection suggests the coach expects his starters to play most of the match, putting enormous pressure on the first 15 to deliver from the opening whistle. But here's what makes this even more intriguing. The Springboks are chasing their 5th consecutive victory over the Wallabies while simultaneously defending their Southern Hemisphere crown from last year. The weight of expectation is crushing, especially against an Australian team that's been written off by many, but showed glimpses of their potential against the British and Irish Lions. Erasmus isn't taking anything for granted. They are a physical and well-coached team and will certainly not underestimate how much those performances against the British and Irish Lions, combined with their motivation to bounce back strongly against us after the last few results between the teams and win their first match ever at Ellis Park, will inspire them. Starting XV, Apolele Fassi, Vander Merwe, Jesse Creel, Andre Esterhuizen, Kurt Lee Arenzi, Manie Libbok, Grant Williams, Ox Enche, Malcolm Marks, Wilco Lau, Eben Etzebeth, Lode de Jager, Marco van Staden, Peter Steph Dutoy, Siya Kolisi, Captain. Replacements Bongi Mbami, Jan Hendrik Wessels, Asanafi Ntlabakanye, Franco Mostert, Quagga Smith, Cobus Reinach, Cannon Moody, Damian Willemse. So here's the million-dollar question that's got the rugby world buzzing. Is Erasmus a tactical mastermind who's about to unleash the next evolution of Springboks rugby? Or is he overthinking a winning formula that's already brought home a World Cup? Will Kolisi's positional switch inspire his teammates to new heights? Or will it create uncertainty in the most crucial moments of the match? What do you think? Is this bold team selection the stroke of genius that will demolish Australia? Or has Erasmus just handed the Wallabies their best chance in years to break their Ellis Park drought? The stakes have never been higher, and the rugby world is watching.